Hey guys, what's up? This is me, Angelwriter, and I wanted to do a video for The Breakfast Club. I think you got that funk once again for the invitation. I really enjoy working on these, and luckily I'm in a format where I can actually have some conversation, if you will. So today I wanted to talk about the tidal wave of sexual harassment news, because I have a bit of concern about something that when I've mentioned it in a few places, I kind of push the button a bit, but at the same time, it's this little hesitation of, are you sure you want to go there kind of feeling. And I want you guys to hear me out and see what you think. Now, it seems like lately we have more people believing the court of public opinion and people's, assessment of who is being believed rather than the whole legal system. Now, I've always believed that somebody is innocent until proven guilty. Unless you have more than one person coming out, and that's happened in a few cases, like with Roy Moore, Donald Trump, of course, and who can't forget Bill Clinton, right? However, with some of these claims that are coming through, I'm personally wondering which ones are legit and which ones are not. And I say that because there's a lot of women out there who are victims, who can't have a voice. And so they're feeling empowered right now, which I think is great. But what if there is some news or something comes out later on that some of the people who made the claims after going through courts about their sexual harassment turn out not to be true? Do we end up going back to that whole, okay, since there's too many fake accusations, does that put women right back to where we started? And and it's not to delegitimize anything. That's what I think a lot of people misunderstand. What I'm saying is yeah, there are real victims out there. But how many news items are there for the 15 minutes of this thing? Because that's the whole trendy, shiny topic to talk about right now. What's going to happen when you don't hear about this topic as often enough as we do now? What happens when the spotlight is turned to another shiny political topic and this one fades away? And that's what I'm going to ask you guys. Those who are watching and also those in the Breakfast Club, especially the ladies, my fellow sisters. We got to definitely hold each other accountable, but we also have to support each other. And if somebody is spouting out this fake news or a fake allegation, why are they doing that? Is it for money? Well, I've seen way back when we had the Catholic Church sex scandal abuses, those that fought to clean their record, and I know it was one connection that did that. He had to go to Rome to do it. He was exonerated. They found out the guy was lying all that time. There was another case of someone else who he didn't fight for it. He was accused, and then he just left the priesthood, and now it's doing his own thing. But then find out later on that guess what? The accuser kind of lied too, but nobody really knows. And so with Al Franken coming out with the abuse and allegation against him with the sexual harassment, he's willing to fight. He's willing to say, okay, I'm willing to go through the process. If I did something, okay. But I want to see if it's possible to clear my name. I want to see if it's possible to see where I can go. And I give him credit for that. I really give him some credit for that. Why aren't there more men saying, I don't want to say anything, I'm going to let the judge hear it? We don't hear that. Because guess what? This is shiny. It's making news, so everybody's talking about it. Because why not? We got headlines. But it's not to delegitimize the act in and of itself. Just like way back when the whole Catholic sex abuse scandal happened. as soon as one or two people, legit victims, came out, suddenly it was like a tidal wave. And at that time, as I'm fearing as now, once it was proven that there were some fake allegations out there, that delegitimized those real victims. And I guess that's where I'm coming from. I'm a little bit afraid of, are there any fake allegations? And if there are, is that going to delegitimize the seriousness of it? And so, from that standpoint, what do you think? Are you in agreement with this? And for those of you, those guys, those of you men out there, for sure, I want to know your thoughts on this, speaking from the other end. Because the other thing I think we also need to talk about personally is men who have been sexually assaulted. Because there are male victims out there. They're just not, and by females too. It's just not talked about as much because it's kind of a taboo thing. So let's make it universal. For me personally, let's put all of us accountable. But really, the question goes, do you think with this tidal wave of sexual harassment news and reports and finger pointing, if, let's say, one or two of those were to come out as being fake allegations, or maybe more, do you think that would delegitimize the seriousness of this issue? And if so, how can we keep it legitimized? That's the big question. And how can we keep it going once the spotlight fades away from this issue? That's just my point of view. I'm speaking on that other side that, I've seen this pattern before thinking. And that's where I'm turning it to you. I look forward to hearing what you have to say.